In 2003, a group of thieves walked into one of the most secured diamond vaults in the world and walked out with more than $100 million in gems. No alarms, no guards stopped them. It was called the heist of the century. They bypassed infrared sensors, seismic detectors, magnetic fields. Every system designed to be impenetrable. Their leader, a man nicknamed the King of Thieves. For a moment, it seemed perfect, until one careless mistake unraveled everything. It began with a man who didn't look like a thief. His name was Leonardo Notarbartolo, an Italian jeweler, husband, father, clean suit, perfect smile. But behind that charm was the mind of a phantom. He had spent years studying one building, the Antwerp Diamond Center, the beating heart of the world's diamond trade. Beneath it, a vault protected by 10 layers of security, infrared sensors, seismic detectors, magnetic fields, steel doors with 100 million in stones behind them. To most people, it was impenetrable. To Leonardo, it was art. He didn't rush. For 2 years he prepared. He rented an office inside the Diamond Center itself, pretending to be a merchant. He shook hands with real traders, shared coffee, built trust, all while secretly mapping every hallway, every camera, every guard rotation. Leonardo recruited 4 men, each one an expert, a locksmith, an electrician, a safecracker, and a man who could disarm anything with a wire and a steady hand. They studied the vault for months, memorizing its weaknesses, rehearsing every motion, one floor at a time, one risk at a time. They didn't plan to fight the system. They planned to become invisible to it. On the night of February 15, 2003, they put that plan to the test. While the city slept, 5 men descended into history. The heist had begun a Saturday night. The streets of Antwerp were silent. Inside the Diamond Center, motion sensors blinked softly. The heartbeat of a vault built to be invincible. But deep in the underground garage, a black van waited, its lights off, engine cold. 5 men inside, each wearing gloves, each knowing one mistake would end everything. The leader, Leonardo Notarbartolo, carried a key, not stolen, copied. Months earlier, he'd used a tiny camera to photograph the guard's keyring. Now, a perfect replica turned the lock. Inside the vault corridor, motion sensors waited, invisible tripwires. The electrician moved first, pulling a folded aluminum plate from his bag. With 2 magnets, he built a makeshift shield, blocking the sensor's signal. A line of red lights on the wall blinked, then froze. Next came the vault, a 3-ton steel door with over 100 million in stones behind it. 2 locks, magnetic field, heat sensors. The crew used a secret tunnel entrance from an old cellar, bypassing the camera view. They removed the lock plate, rewired the circuit, and disconnected the magnetic system. Then, with a single twist, the door opened. Inside were 123 safety deposit boxes, gold, cash, jewelry, rough and cut diamonds. Each one opened with a small click, a quiet symphony of greed. They worked for hours, calm, focused, efficient. When they were done, the bags were heavy. More than $100 million in stones and cash. They closed the vault behind them. No alarms, no witnesses, no trace. By dawn, the world's most secure diamond vault was empty. The police would call it impossible. The press would call it perfect. But perfection, like diamonds, can shatter. The next morning, guards arrived for their shift at the Diamond Center. The vault was supposed to be sealed, silent, but something felt wrong. The door swung open easily. The lights came on, and for the first time in history, the vault was empty, gone. No forced entry, no alarms, no trace. Investigators were baffled. The vault's 10 layers of security had all been bypassed with surgical precision. Whoever did this hadn't just broken in. They had understood the system better than the people who built it. But even perfect crimes cast shadows. In a nearby forest, outside Antwerp, a man walking his dog noticed something unusual. A trash bag, torn open. Inside, envelopes, receipts, half-burned documents, and a sandwich. Police traced the receipts to one man, Leonardo Notarbartolo. The king of thieves had made a single, simple mistake. He forgot to clear the evidence. The trash contained fragments of the plan. Surveillance notes, blueprints, security codes, even bits of carpet from the vault floor. Every shred pointed back to Leonardo's crew. Within days, the Belgian police raided his home. Hidden behind walls, they found cash, diamonds, tools, all matching the heist. He was arrested without resistance. The others followed, one by one, caught across Europe. Some tried to flee, some vanished. But the illusion of perfection had cracked. In 2005, Leonardo Notarbartolo was sentenced to 10 years in prison. The diamonds? Most were never found. Even now, 20 years later, half of Antwerp still wonders where they went. Maybe they're hidden in safes across Europe. Maybe they're around someone's neck. Maybe they'll never be seen again. The heist of the century wasn't just a story about theft. It was a story about obsession, about how precision becomes pride, and how even the perfect plan can fall apart because of one forgotten sandwich.